Are you trying to hit me again? Goof? Oh my lord. Malarkey bowl of stretchiness. Oh. Oh. Ow. Ow. You squirm? You squirmy worm? Yeah. Oh my lord, dude. It was ridiculous. See, I saw that dude. But oh, there's a squirrel way over there. Does he ever have his chickens locked up in there?
Yeah, he does. It looks like. It's kind of curious if you all wanted to see the chickens, but I guess they're not out and about. The other day, they were like right over here, chilling. Oh yeah, I see. They're all hanging out in there. Hanging out in the coop. These crows are coming by and saying, "What's up? The nuts, they're being dropped for us." Yep, they're going. See him right there? Oh, the other one's over there. Dude, Dude, do you see how quick they came up here? I've only been out here for like a couple minutes and one of them's already right there. There's one directly above me too. Versus say, "Feed me, bitch, or I peck you." Well, what do you think I'm putting nuts down for? They just don't come down when I'm out here. The crows are more smart / skittish about it. Oh. Oh my God, this crow right there. Oh my God, it's a little fatty. There's a little fat ass up here, oh my goodness. Look at that little fatty up there. Look at him. Look at that little guy. Little fat ass. She's called your mother several slurs. Are you saying that bird is calling my mom slurs? There we go. What the hell? This was buried in the dirt over here, like right there. How's there a pencil? Huh? Alright. Alright, Zirkov. There you are. He's just hanging out over there by the driveway. Obviously, the crow brought you a gift. I don't think that would be, I don't think the pencil would be the gift. If they were going to drop off anything, it would be over here. Probably in the trees, if anything. I hope Zirkov's taking a fat dump first. Oh, my lord, bro. There you go. Come on, buddy. There, the boy. Silly thing. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Soft serve? I don't want to know. Do you really think I'm gonna bother to look? Oh. There we go. You've been endowed with Quattro links. Yeah, I see him. Hold on. Still in it be kind of cold moment and phase at this current conjuncture, so I have a hand warmers in here that are slowly warming up. These little bad boys. Do a little mariachi shit. Or like maraca shit, whatever the fuck it's called. Yep. Your voice doesn't change every 10 seconds because Instagram has shit audio. Does it really change every 10 seconds or something? Was that really a problem? Where like my voice would change randomly? Because I'm pretty sure that's just how my voice is. Where it does kind of change a little bit. Alright, here, let me just look up this first fucking thing. Do I like Jell-O? Yeah. Is that the first thing? Because if that's... I mean, that's... You could have just asked me that. And it would have been yes. I mean, if anything, there's like Jell-O shots, you got Jell-O Biafra, you got just Jell-O. I mean, Jell-O's good. Your voice would deepen randomly every 10 to 20 seconds. Huh. Here, there's the other one. I mean, it's true, he did. Can someone explain why there's a dog on this plane? Mind the business, I paid my ticket. Dog on a plane! I mean, and also, dogs can be allowed on planes. You just have to kind of, like, go through extra... You know, you have to go through an extra process. It's just flavored mush? It's not just flavored mush? What are you talking about? It's not mush. I mean, sure, you have to flavor it, but... So what? You have to flavor a lot of different things. Not like you would know anything about flavor in the first place, so I wouldn't necessarily take your judgment on that anyway. I want to take your fucking judgment on what is flavorful and what is or isn't goop. So, you know, I mean, it ain't my fault, but that's just, you know, like how the, you know, the flavor spectrum works. You know, it's like, you know, when you got, like, you know, countless many flavors, spices, seasonings that you enjoy and just, like, are prospered and lifted up with. And then you have this motherfucker over here. It's like, yeah, no. Yeah, like, I don't think I'm going to be looking at this motherfucker over here when I am obviously the one with the more superior palate. A fundamentally more superior palate. So, don't be this motherfucker right here. Don't be that guy. In fact, who am I kidding? When it comes to food, you are that guy. you are that guy for us. At least in good jest, but still, you are that guy for us. I mean, that's the one thing that no matter what, I will always roast you for. Like, I'm just gonna roast you no matter what over that shit. It's just so roastable. Roasted up in teriyaki sauce. Oh! Fucking roasted. Get a little stir fry up in that bitch. Seasoned out with nothing but teriyaki and soy sauce, cause our bitch be soy up. With disgusting condiments. Do you realize that condiments are a part of what makes a staple dish, you fuck? Like, you can't just simply have a steak. You need some of the extra condiments on the side. Like, you need the mashed potatoes, the gravy. You need, like, some, you know, fried salted asparagus or some shit. Like, you need something to complement things. Hence the fucking condiments. We also use these things called spices that enhance flavor and condiments to complement other flavors with different flavors. Wow. Why ruin a steak with sauce? Because it adds flavor! And not like you would know what a good steak is if it fucking smacked you in the face. All nice and juicy and medium rare. This coming from Mr. Well Done. Yeah, exactly. A Mr. Well Done fellow over here. See, even Rose is partaking in the roast. If you said medium rare teriyaki, I might have let that slide. Honestly, yeah, like, because I know you have an obsession and a crack addiction to teriyaki sauce, but because that just sounds good. Oh, yeah, dude. Dude, like, a medium rare steak, sear that bad boy, get a little teriyaki sauce, you know, and all that bad bitch shit right there. Get a little bit of stir-fried rice on the side. Get that, you know, steak, you know, kind of slice it up. So you got, like, little steak strips. Put those bad boys right in that fucking stir-fry, dude. Oh, you got yourself a little stir-fry steak type of situation right there. Little steak bites, stir-fry. A little teriyaki and some soy sauce. Sounds disgusting. The only thing I added was fried rice, okay? You son of a bitch. The only thing I decided to add to that whole shebang was fucking goddamn rice, okay? And that's what makes it disgusting. You better tell me which one you like best. Jesus, getting demanded over here now. Is that a threat? Got food poisoning from shrimp fried rice. Probably from the shrimp, not the rice. It's probably because the shrimp wasn't fully cooked. Oreo fudge. Okay, that's the first thing. Honestly, the Oreo. I mean, if... Peppermint Rice Krispies. Oh, that's what they are? Fuck. Peppermint Rice Krispies and... Shit. Oh my god. Fucking Oreo fudge or Peppermint Rice Krispies. Peppermint bark, yeah. I mean, until you said those were Rice Krispies, because I didn't see it initially. But as soon as you said that, I went, oh, fuck. Because Rice Krispies are so fucking fire, but so are Oreos. I think, honestly, my gut is kind of saying Rice Krispies right now. So I think those Rice Krispies are looking pretty fire right about now. But honestly, if you're telling me which one's best, yes. Just yes. Like, I don't think you can make me decide. I think it just depends on my mood. Because Rice Krispies and Oreos are fucking fire. Dude, someone should combine those together if they haven't already. Oreo, Rice Krispies. That needs to be a thing if it hasn't been one yet. You know that shit would slap. You know that shit would slap and sell like mad cakes. Oh, is my screen share not want to be popping up? Whatever. It's just for a morning stream anyway. Not like I'm going to be doing a lot of reacts right now. Here, put a little tunage in the background. A little tunage. Of course, I like candy. Well, I mean, I think everybody at least likes candy, you know, to a certain extent. Do you like any form of fruit? Sweet fruit, melon, apple, oranges, maybe strawberries? There's gotta be at least something, damn it. Cherries. Is that really the only fruit? Cherries are good. Cherries are fucking amazing. Hey, doggo. Only fruit you'll eat willingly? You won't even eat like a banana, pears, cantaloupe? Oh my god. Dude, if it was like the 800s or some shit, you would probably like immediately die of malnutrition or something. Bananas are enough, or for fun, not food. Food can be fun. Like, I mean, okay, whatever. I already know where you're trying to go with that. Cherries are high in dietary fiber and vitamin C, so there's that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, cherries are really good. I mean, actually, around here, there's cherries that'll naturally grow, and shit. And actually, one of my neighbors next door has a cherry tree, on their property, so every now and then, like, I'll actually get some free cherries. Just because one of the branches hangs kind of low on my side of the property, so whenever I see some nice ripe cherries ready to go, I just start picking them. Get a little fresh batch of cherries. I mean, they're not like super sweet. They got like a slight sourness to them, so I think they're sour cherries, but they're still good. Pecans? Pecans? Those are nuts, and yeah, I've had pecans. I feed them to the squirrels sometimes. Okay, hold up. That bowl, I think, got my gut, you know, wanted to say something, so I'll be right back. I'm probably gonna come back here being like, oh, god damn it! Being like, oh! Ugh, fucking hell. Yeah, I knew it. Come back and I'm just like, fuck. Ugh. E2 censorship. What the fuck happened? Hope Ignar tastes massive. Well, it wasn't. It was just very gaseous and just brutal. And very quick and swift. Ugh. I don't get it. Like, I mean, it's not like every morning, but most mornings it's just like I have my first morning, you know, like situation. Then, like after a moment, usually like an hour later, it'll just be like, oh, there's like stragglers, and it's just not good. I don't know if I just need like more fiber or not or something or what, but it's just like I definitely wish it wasn't really a situation I had to deal with like most days. Because also it just has like a hardcore, just like fucking, like it's like chemical warfare. Like, I mean, there's just like hardcore, like, you know, stankiness, and it's just like sometimes I'll straight up be like, what? And fucking, like, you know, unleash a little stomach acid because of it too, because it's just so brutal. It's like, fuck. So I just don't like it. I think if I just had like, you know, like more hard fibers in my diet, I'm sure it'd probably, you know, resolve itself a little bit. It's probably what I need. Just like, yeah, maybe eat some more things like celery and shit. What are you doing? If you're scrounging for food, you're gonna have to wait until my break from work. I'll bring back a bunch of food for you. And you can have a little buffet. Last time I drank, it was Blitzfoot, and that was really scary. What, the actual Christ? Yeah, seriously, what the fuck? I don't think drinking had anything to do with that. I think that might be something else that's going on. Because if you got that going on, then there might be some other problems that you might need to address. But that was after a procedure. Yeah, like that was after like a medical procedure, and that was like a given. Like even your doctor told you that might happen. Has happened to me since then. Well, that's probably. Oh, I'm just saying that's probably something else that, you know, that happens, dude. You have to wait. Oh, God. I hate it when he does. I hate it when he does that, especially when I don't actually have anything right now, because it's like I can't do anything about it. Sorry, bud. Might have been an entire bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos. See, that is it. The reason why it looked quote-unquote all bloody is because of, like, all the red dye in the Flaming Hot Cheetos. Because, you know, Flaming Hot Cheetos are, like, redder than shit. Redder than red. Like, it's redder than Satan's, like, you know, shiny ass. So it's just like, I mean, that's honestly likely why. Certain our link. Well, speaking of Satan, first guy to eat poisonous berry dies. The guy who was with him. Write that down, write that down. I mean, weirdly enough, that is kind of true. Like, you know, during the hunter-gatherer societies, whenever they were, like, you know, looking for food and stuff like that, there will always be an occasional thing they'll run up against that they don't know if it's edible or not. Somebody will eat a little bit of it, just straight legit just dies or has severe poisoning of some sort. And everyone in the whole group is just like, remember that, don't eat those. Because Oog over there nearly died, or did die, because of those berries, so don't eat that. So, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, yeah, that on, as much as it is a meme, that is true. I mean, at a certain point, like, you know, society's kind of figured out what was good, what wasn't, you know, when they were traveling around. But, you know, for those first early days of humanity, I mean, there was the gullible fuck. I wonder who had the bright idea to try smoking weed for the first time. probably some nomadic tribesman of some sort, or tribeswoman maybe, probably exploring and, you know, gathering stuff for a fire. Probably grabbed a bunch of those plants, not realizing what it was, put it in a fire and, like, in the cave, and everyone got silly high, and they were like, wait a minute, something about those plants, find those again. And, you know, probably realized that, you know, there was something about those plants, you know, that, you know, got them a little euphoric and shit like that. And probably just, it probably went from there. It was probably because, like, if I had Aka's Razor, my guess would probably be like, you know, like some, you know, like, you know, tries people scavenging for, like, you know, wood or stuff like that to, like, have a flame, you know, for the fire, like in their cave or some shit, or in their, like, little camp. And they bring it back, you know, and all the smoke from the marijuana and shit like that, you know, either fumigate in the cave or, like, their little tent or whatever the fuck, or just kind of, you know, or just, like, inhaling all the smoke, like, kind of realizes, like, oh, this kind of gives us a euphoric feeling. I had, like, 5% THC. I mean, who knows? It probably varied, to be honest. I'm sure some weed probably was like that, and it's, I mean, it's like that now. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of different weed that is, like, at the 30s percentile range and shit like that, obviously, but, like, I mean, you know, in the wild, I'm sure it varies between, like, 5% to, like, maybe, you know, 15%. Well, if you're to artificially grow it, it can definitely go way higher. Well, you know, not artificially, but, you know, like, you know, domesticated it. Did you know there's a fruit that if you don't bruise it before eating, it can die from position? From poisoning? If you don't bruise it? So you need to bruise the fruit in order to eat it? Huh. It had to be even worse for berries that looked real similar to each other. No, I'm telling you, it was the red berry with the yellow stem. This is a red with a brown stem, therefore it's safe to dies. It just immediately starts frothing at the mouth, just starts, like, puking out like a, you know, internal organ, shits out a kidney, just dies right on the spot. You know, I wonder, like, you know, especially for shamans, I wonder how they, like, you know, figured out, like, what mushrooms are, like, psychedelic and shit. What's that disease you get from drinking dirt water? Which one? You do realize there's, like, a shitload of different diseases you can get from drinking, infected water. Like, there's all sorts of, like, you know, bacterias, you know, parasites, viruses, and stuff like that that could potentially be in water that could kill you or make you sick. The Oregon Trail one. I guess, yeah, dysentery? E. coli? Salmonella? See, like, you can get any of those, you know, from drinking dirty water. You can get E. coli, salmonella, dysentery. You can get a lot of different infections from it. So, it really, I don't know. Remember that comment I told you about someone saying prostitution into sex work? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know if this stops it, but it comes close. There's early areas of the U.S. where ambulances are free and this does not happen. Ever avoid taking an ambulance because you cannot afford it. If ambulances were free, then people would just start taking them instead of buses or whatever. You pick a bar and near a hospital and all your friends would get ambulance rides from their houses. What? What? I don't even understand that. Like, yeah? Like, of course people are gonna take an ambulance to the hospital if it's free, like, if they're sick or need it. Duh? Regarded as dude, I'm honestly just... The ambulances go to the fuck hospital, not a bar. You pick a bar near a hospital and all your friends would get. Oh my god, you know, now that you just started really saying that, okay, that's what, oh my god, that even makes it more retarded. Holy fuck. This dude honestly is saying that, like, what, ambulances are gonna be like the next Uber? The next taxi service? Like, that's not how it works, you fucking idiot. Like, oh my god. Does our hoe know that, like, you know, fucking Ubers exist? You would take it like an Uber or like a bus, you know, to the bar. And if you got sick or some shit, or like alcohol poisoning or food poisoning or something, where you couldn't like do anything else, but hope, you know, that service, you know, picks you up and takes you there, then of course, like, oh my god, this I'm not even gonna entertain this anymore. It's actually gonna start pissing me off. I just want to stop this person. Oh my god, dude. Some of these other comments are even mentioning shit I didn't even think about. Do people think that ambulances just take you wherever you want to go, like it's an Uber? Is it certainly not a crime to call 911 if you're not in an emergency? That's also something. It's like, if ambulances were free, it's not like the fact that, you know, like, they're just going to be like some sort of taxi service. They're still going to be operating like they normally do. It's just that, you know, the bill ain't being shoved down your fucking throat. It's just being taken care of via taxes, because at that point it makes it free at the point of service. So it's just like, that's the whole logic and the whole point behind it. Like, I mean, fucking hell, dude. Also hate when their names get censored in these. It's kind of like a double-edged sword to me. On one hand, I'm kind of glad, because then they're not getting extra attention, but on the other hand, I kind of want to know who they are so I can really make fun of them and kind of give them mockery attention. But I can't really do that without their name, and I also don't really want them to get more attention, so it's kind of a catch-22. It's like, do I want to give them more attention, or do I want to not give them more attention? I mean, I guess, you know, the fact that you could kind of still see their profile pic, I mean, kind of at least gets you an idea about where to look. Ignar would do to Nick what Boba Fett did to Lil Pump in the fight. Nick? Who? What? Oh, Nick Fuentes. Well, my screen isn't wanting to pop up right now, so I'll just react to it later when I get off work or something. See? I technically have it up and it doesn't want to pop up right now. And just because I'm only here for a little bit, yeah, I'll just do it for later. They go in a fucking hub box with their dumbass friends. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much just where they're at this point. Like, Twitter is like their little fucking weird far-right hug box and shit. I honestly don't even understand why so many people are still on there at this point. It's like, there's at least like two different alternatives. There's Blue Sky and then there's fucking Threads. It's like, you at least got two relatively similar alternatives right there. It's just like, I mean, honestly, at this rate, people need, like, you know, a lot of these, you know, motherfuckers need to just, like, switch over and just let, you know, Twitter /X/ you know, Elon's asshole fucking, you know, just crash and burn on its own without, you know, everyone else have to suffer for it. You know, let it be their weird little Naziistic echo chamber and shit. And, you know, just, like, let it crash and burn and all that stuff. Because that's kind of the whole point. I guarantee you that Musk is going to make it, like, some tax write-off at this point. Like, because to him, he's not really, like, you know, like, to him, this is just a spite thing. Like, he's just going to, you know, take a slight little, you know, cut out of it, you know, because to him, he is, you know, mega dodecta rich, so, like, the whole idea of, like, taking a little loss out of, you know, Twitter and shit, and letting it just, like, you know, crash and burn isn't really that big of a deal to him. That's why he doesn't really give a fuck. He's okay with letting him burn. That legendary stream. It's why? What the fuck? Like, why would you think I would forget that? I think the only thing you could still post porn to Twitter. Yeah, and honestly, at this rate, that's probably the only thing worth a fuck. Like, I mean, because, like, some of the people that I kind of follow, at least on other platforms when it comes to things like that, they basically repost from there. They usually will just, like, repost them directly from Twitter and shit, and just, like, half the time it pretty much directs you there, you know, or they just basically copy and paste that same exact post to other platforms. So it's, I mean, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, most people still directly use that. At least, you know, for, like, you know, sex workers and, like, porn artists and shit. You can show artistic nudity now. I noticed that. Yeah, I saw a little, I saw like a Hassan video reacting to that, and I was just like, no shit. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I mean, Twitch was already borderline doing that anyway, and you know what? The fact that they just kind of finally, you know, decided to say, fuck it, we'll kind of allow artistic stuff, not overt pornographic material, but at least, you know, a little artistic nudity. You know, hey, you know, fucking Papa bless Twitch. You know, like, honestly. I've heard Tumblr, I've told Tumblr they can get the uses if they follow porn cam. Well, from my understanding, like, there's been kind of murmurs, you know, for a while that they might bring it back. And if Twitch is doing some artistic nudity type of stuff and all these other platforms already have, like, you know, nudity or porn outright on them, I feel like Tumblr might, you know, eventually revert back. Funny, Brit. I'm in UK, or ambulance is free. I'm constantly flagging them down to get them to take me where I need to go. There's a dedicated hotline for when we have an emergency, like we ran out of tea bags and need to get to the shop ASAP. Damn. True. Where did my tunes go? Didn't Tumblr have a cheese pizza problem back when they allowed porn? That's why they stopped. I don't know why they decided to stop on it. I mean, I honestly don't know what the reason was as to why they stopped allowing porn on Tumblr. I just know they did. I mean, I would assume it's probably because of maybe something like that. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I really couldn't tell you on that one. I mean, honestly, I never even really used Tumblr that much. You know, when they did allow porn, I just was like, so I honestly don't know, like, you know, why they would have stopped, honestly, because at least, you know, for me, whenever I was, you know, like, sometimes I'll, you know, just gonna be blunt, you know, we'll look up furry porn occasionally and shit, and, you know, a lot of it would be on Tumblr, so I'll just, like, peruse there and be like, that's a nice picture, you know, or some shit like that, or whatever. Yeah, so if there was, like, any other, like, you know, weird sussy shit going on, I was never anywhere near that shit. I mean, I would assume that, you know, like, considering that, you know, Tumblr in the past was pretty lax, you know, I would probably think that would be the case, you know, but I just don't know what specifically kind of, like, tipped that shit over the edge. I mean, I might eventually get, like, a Tumblr and actually kind of maybe get a little more active on using it and shit. That might be my fault for poorly explaining. Yeah, like, you're not furry. Don't explain furries to people. Like, let me do that. Like, I'm gonna immediately tell her whatever, you know, Venom's told you about furries is probably not exactly accurate. You're definitely an expert on the furry arts. No, you're not. Well, you're just gonna bosh your way, out of this somehow and be like, oh, I'm actually correct on literally everything and everyone is wrong, my guy. You know, honestly, like, fucking, like, not to derail this, but, like, I mean, make it a Vosh thing, but, like, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but if anyone watches his live streams or, like, some of his clips, he ironically will say that. It's like, he'll be like, all right, everyone's basically dumb on this, I'm always right, blah, blah, blah. Like, he'll do that occasionally, and I don't know if he's, like, memeing or if he genuinely believes that. I honestly can't tell. I mean, it's like, I hope he's memeing with that, because if he genuinely believes that, then holy fuck, I mean, like, he really is full of himself if that's the case. I just think he's, kind of naive about a lot of shit, because he's, a little pampered. I mean, I like him, I mean, but he's a pampered boy. I mean, that's just on him. Vush sometimes comes across as a narcissist. He definitely does. I mean, on one hand, I could kind of get it, but, like, especially when you deal with a bunch of right-wing dipshits and stuff like that over his career and all that shit, but, like, at this point, I think he's kind of let that get to his head a little bit. At least a little. I mean, because, like, again, I don't, like, hate the dude or whatever. I'm not, like, gonna be, oh my god, fuck this piece of shit. But it's just, like, man, I think he, drops the ball a lot just because, I think he does really have a sense of, like, oh, I actually am right. Like, I think he honestly does believe that. Because, again, he will say that sometimes. Like, be like, oh, yes, I'm correct on this. Without even really a second thought, I'm just like, are you memeing this, or are you actually serious about that? It's like, whenever he'll do things like that, manage your finances better, my dude. Like, like that thing. It's like, he'll just, like, throw a random little thing out like that, and you can't really tell if he's joking or not. Even during that little, like, debate, like, I think, initially a lot of people thought he was just serious, and then when even his own chat kind of called him on it a little bit, he was like, yeah, I should have said that. I didn't really actually mean it. It was just kind of more of Joshy shit back and forth and stuff, but it's just like, he kind of did, though. He kind of did mean it. Like, I mean, because you wouldn't have, like, that's the first thing you decide to blurt out, when fucking, Paul, like, grilled you a little bit. It's like, come on, dude. I forgot, so we got storage on 95% on Justine Pack, the sewing machine, and one more box of pictures and stuff. Apartment just needs to catch back. Okay. You don't have to, like, tell every tiny little detail. You could have just said, like, oh, we're, like, 95% done, just a few more things. Ready to get this shit on the road. You know what folks talk to now. I'm just saying, it's like, I didn't even know y'all had a sewing machine. I think that's like the first time you've ever mentioned one before. I mean, it's a random detail. It's like a sewing machine. Like, my first thought when you said that, I was like, wait a minute, what? You have a sewing machine? Maybe I could have... Your mom has two of them? Why should she have two? Wait, so it's not one, but two. But wait, there's more. Billy Mays here. If you call right now, we'll get a free sewing machine on the side for free. Shipping and handling not included. You won't remember those Billy May infomercials? That's like the only ones that, like, those are the only infomercials that I thought were actually worth the fuck. Because Billy Mays actually has some charisma to sell some shit to you. And actually make it like, god damn, this is actually kind of nice. We lost something good when it comes to advertising when we lost Billy Mays. I like the flex tape guy. Oh, the Flex Seal dude? Yeah, I mean, he ain't the same, though. I mean, you have, like, that Vince dude, or whatever his name was, like, who kind of got caught with a prostitute and shit. So that dude has my respect in other ways, because he's a little bit of a raunchy guy. A little bit of an edgy dude. And in fact, even when he came back, like, he came back and did another, like, you know, advertisement with, like, the fucking ShamWow, whatever the fuck, the ShamWow guy. And then he, like, came back, and it's like, oh, so you can even clean up this, and whatever, even for those, you know, foreseeable moments. And he pulls up one of those little, like, you know, fucking prison things, and they literally, like, memed it. And, like, it's just like, man, you know what? It's like, I kind of like this guy. He ain't the same as Billy Mays, but he's got his own charm, you know? A charm of a, you know, of a different, you know, field, but you know what? I like it. So I kind of like him too, but for different reasons. The towel sales? Yeah, the ShamWow dude. Because he was like caught with a prostitute and like doing cocaine or some shit like that. Or I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Or something. Like, I forgot exactly. I knew it was something about a prostitute, but I forgot all the details about it. Like, I want to say maybe he also, like, you know, like, assaulted a prostitute, but I honestly don't remember if he did or not, so I don't want to really say that detail without really knowing it or not. I think he might have, but I'm honestly not too sure. All I know is I think cocaine was probably, like, involved. I'm pretty sure there was, and definitely a prostitute involved. I know that much. If a job were to sell towels, I'd probably do coke and fuck hookers too. I'd do coke and fuck hookers anyway if I had the money. I mean, you know, like, like, the job is pretty easy. You're actually selling a fairly alright product or whatever the fuck. Might as well live a little. That's why I like the dude a little bit, because, like, I mean, he's not like, you know, for, you know, for like an infomercial dude who was caught doing some shit, I mean, his is pretty benign. It's like, oh, caught prostitute, did some coke. Oh no. He basically pulled a Hunter Biden. It's like, I mean, you know, it's like, alright, whatever. So at least a little bit of respect points there. Bruh. Hey. Oh my god, dude, you will have a little buffet later. Holy shit. Stop making me feel guilty over here, dude. Dang. Being such a bad owner and don't have any food for him right now. You can wait until 5 when I come back from work. I mean, good lord, dude. Goofball little mutt. To be back in. He definitely, yeah, he is. How do I get into that, like, just so randomly? I was like, I love how, like, I mentioned Hunter Biden, and that's the first fucking thought in your head. It's like, oh yeah, he has a big dick. I'm thinking about just, like, you know, the fact that he was, like, doing, like, well, not coke, but crack in that case, but let's just use him as an analogy, and the first thing is like, dick. Like, good grief. Even, you know, a hypersexual like me can learn how to, like, you know, not talk about dick. Can I help you? I know. Oh my god, don't give me this look. Oh my god, this dog though. This doggo though. He's just staring at me. I mean, I can't just materialize, like, food for you, dude. I will when I come back, though. I will when I come back from my break from work. Oh, what the fuck? Why'd you do that? He just did, like, ugh. He just did that and just, like, flicked my face with his fucking muzzle, dude. What the hell? What was that about? Goof. Now he's just knocking shit over. You're gonna, like, I'm gonna come back from work and you're gonna, like, destroy half the house, are you? That's what I'm gonna have to deal with, huh? Doggo, I promise you, you're gonna be fine. He's acting like, you know, the next, like, 30 minutes, if he doesn't get something now, he's gonna, like, die or some shit. It's like a grave. Definitely don't want a salami sandwich. You know, a salami sandwich actually does sound pretty good. More like a pepperoni sandwich if, like, hard salami on that bad boy, and then, like, get maybe, like, a little bit of garlic aioli and a few other things. Maybe some, like, jalapenos, pickles. And for more meats, for the hell of it, some bacon on that bitch. Top it off with, like, some baby lettuce or some shit. It's like, anything Italian and then, like, putting teriyaki on it is a war crime in, like, every way possible. That's how you basically get the, you know, fucking triad and the fucking, like, Sicilian mafia to unite. And, like, like, I mean, you're about to get, like, the fucking triad and the Sicilian mafia is all up in your ass all at once. I don't know if ice fucks with that. Teriyaki makes everything better. No, not really. I mean, teriyaki's good on a lot of things, but it doesn't make everything better. Would you, like, you know, get, like, a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich and put teriyaki on that? Because that sounds utterly fucking repulsive. So, yeah, bullshit. Would you get, like, a chocolate cake and put teriyaki on that? No, you wouldn't. Yes. Oh my god, you're fucking ridiculous. This is why, you know, we roast you, you know, and it's always going to be a permanent thing with you. You would? Well, yeah, because you're a weird, crazy, disgusting, heathen savage and a Philistine that would do barbaric things like that. Damn dog. Savage likes a steak rare. Yeah, because I'm a fucking citizen. Man of the civilized world. But anyway, I'm gonna get off to work. All that fun shit. So, enough roasting you with your abhorrent food tastes. I'll call it good at least for now. Come back after work, and oh my god, bro, you'll be fine. And, yeah, all that fun shit, so. I'm Brandon out. I'll see you on my next one.